ξέρω τι θα κάνουμε με τον κόσμο. Πιστεύω 2-3 άτομα θα έχει. Εντάξει, τώρα αυτοί και αυτοί φαντάζομαι ότι έχουν με πολλά.
Εντάξει, εμείς δεν θέλουμε 5 να έχει. Εγώ δηλαδή για 5 λέω μια χαρά είναι.
Εγώ πιστεύω.
Μια παλαιοδασκάλα κανένα.
Αλλιώς, άμα πάμε στη ΣΥΜΗ, θα τους πούμε, παιδιά, ελάτε να μας το νησί, στην Τίγμα, να το πληρώσουμε. Να βγούμε μια φωτογραφία, να δείξουμε ότι κάνουμε ζωή και να ξαναγυρίσουμε στη ΣΥΜΗ. Θα πάρουμε σημειώτες. Τι να πω, δεν ξέρω. Να σου πω κάτι, όμως δεν βρήκε 4-5 άτομα, εσύ.
Hi, Zori.
Hi, Vasilis.
How are you?
Good to see you. I'm good. You?
I'm good
All
too.
well?
Super.
Super. Bravo.
Hello.
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 Hi, Ina. Hi, Elsa.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Good, great to hear that.
And you?
What is the weather like in Greece, in Bulgaria? Here is awful, unpredictable. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know what kind of weather we have at this moment. Hi, Anka. Haven't seen you before.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nina.
Hi.
Hi.
Here in Greece, we had some summer storms, but okay.
Some summer storms. We also got that. I don't know when.
But it's okay. You can go to the sea.
Yeah.
This is not a problem.
Not a problem. Still waiting for summer.
Yeah, this is true. I don't know if we are waiting for summer or for a summer without COVID.
Oh, yeah. You can say that again without.
Yeah. Elsa, Anka, if it's any consolation, it's the same here. It's terrible.
No consolation, because this way you can't go anywhere. Wherever you go is the same. So we want to change. We want something.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Portugal.
Hi. Hi, Antonio.
Hi, Antonio.
Hi.
Hi.
Before we start, maybe I can just tell for our participants that we are recording the meeting so that we can share with those who were not able to participate. Hope that's all right. Maybe we can give a few more minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And Antonio, I was thinking, hi. I was thinking there was a letter from two of the Italian ladies saying that they will not be able to attend because they have some exams. So maybe we can, after this meeting, we can ask Zori and arrange with everybody, or try to fix another date.
Yeah, we can think about that.
Of course, if you like it.
And if they need it, because as long as this session is recorded, they can watch it and see whether it's okay for them and they can apply what they saw.
Well, I very much believe in learning by doing, so it's not going to be a lecture.
Yeah,
and,
it's not the same.
No,
It's
no.
not the same, but sometimes, yeah, it's like, you know, going to the concert and see the real thing
Yeah, but it's
and
when
watch it, you know,
when
from
it's about
home.
training, I very much believe in learning by doing. So,
Yeah, we can think about a doodle in order to check the availability of the ladies who were not able to join this session.
because I was so touched by the fact that they wrote that this is an important training. So,
Okay, yeah.
Boa tarde.
hello, Vitor.
Hi, Vitor.
Olá. Jose is coming from a meeting in the school, so it comes late.
Okay.
Well, in my schedule, we have about 5 minutes, which says waiting for everybody to join. Few words about the project, reminder to have water and some nuts, fresh air. Don't forget to breathe, smile, and stretch. So, and we can also start asking the questions: who speaks English and who needs translation, and how shall we proceed with this? So do we all have a very good command or a fairly good command of English language?
Not all. Not all.
Not
Not
all.
Not all.
But
Okay.
I understand very well. I speak.
If you need translation, ask me.
Okay, Vitor.
In Portuguese.
Okay. No, translation is not necessary. But
Okay.
speak is more difficult.
Okay. I can help you.
The way we organized our work today is we will try to speak a bit in English, but it's important only to communicate, nothing else. English on a very basic communicative level, and English anyways is Esperanto, it's not a real language nowadays. And then because we will do some writing, if I would even prefer if you can do the writing in your own language, and then the Golden Ratio expert will translate what you have written. But this will be later.
As we are joining, yeah, let's give everyone 1 more minute, but may I please ask you to insert the country next to your name in Zoom, because this will make my life easier when I have to break people in breakout rooms. Do you think that you can do that? It should be, there should be 3 dots in the upper right corner of your square, your rectangle, and there you should be able to rename yourself and just add the country abbreviation.
Should we also do it, Zori?
No, I think I can find my way with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Shall I help to someone? Maybe Patricia, you said you're from Portugal?
But I can today.
So I fixed it for you.
Olha, Patrícia, tem 3 pontinhos em cima da imagem, tens 3 pontinhos.
I did
Depois,
it.
Só tenho visualizar.
I did it.
Não,
No worries.
em cima da tua imagem tens três
Era
pontinhos
onde eu
em...
ia agora.
e depois em renomear,
Renomear, eu vou
pois
lá.
Vítor Costa, Portugal.
Está PT.
Já viste?
Patrícia Helena Martins Baltazar, PT.
E pode ser PT. PT
Já
e Sport.
estava.
Ah, já lá estava.
Já lá estava agora, mas não aparece.
Renomear. Aparece em renomear.
Eu fiz, renomear. Vou importar é o nome.
Depois
calhar.
tens um nome gigante.
Pois.
Não se...
Mas Pereira Martins não se podia separar, dizia o meu avô. Vê lá agora, vamos lá ver.
Patrícia PT.
Fantastic. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I give the word to Ina. Maybe she can start.
Patricia and Vitor, I'm in love with Portuguese language and the country. And maybe I will ask you to talk more because I want to listen.
I thank you very much. I will talk in Portuguese.
Okay, so when you talk in Portuguese, you talked very slowly so that I could understand you understand you very well. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, so we have already 7 minutes. Did I remind you to get some water? And please feel free sometimes to stretch. Yes, because Vasilis has been complaining that he's in front of the computer all day and all night. So we need to move a bit, yes. And
I'm sorry,
yes?
just for the day. I was complaining just for the day, not for the night.
Sorry. Yeah, but you can stretch now, yes.
Just a small information. I will leave you as soon as my colleague Maldonado comes. So I'm here only when some Portuguese is missing. So because some of our teachers, they are in school and they are having lessons. So if José comes, I will disappear. Don't worry.
You will disappear.
Yeah, I will be here until José Maldonado comes. If he comes, I will disappear. If he doesn't come, I will stay.
Okay, thank you. Now, maybe I will start with what all trainings start with my expectations and what will happen. So we will have some more minutes waiting for the people who haven't joined to join. And then we will start with presenting each other. And there are a few questions that you need to answer. There will be a format of presenting. And translation, if needed, will be included. I will write in the chat the questions. I have not prepared I resisted the temptation of preparing a slideshow slideshow presentation, because whenever we have slideshow, I see probably my face and the slides. And I would love to see you, not the slides. That's one thing. And another thing is this is a training that I would do, and the way it was prepared in my mind back when we started writing the project was this training was supposed to happen, of course, offline. I mean, we should meet in person, and it would take about 2 days. So squeezing in 2 days into 2 hours online is not an easy task, and I'm afraid we're not going the results. I don't know. We will see what the results will be, but still I'm available online and offline for questions, ideas, brainstormings, anything. So that's just, again, opening another door this time to the teachers. And stories to remember, I will start with storytelling and stories in general, and maybe probably later, on a later stage, Vasilis and Elsa, we will meet again, and they will give you some more guidance on the techniques of using pictures in classrooms and role play. Vasilis is an excellent actor. We all know this. So, Zori, should we wait more for people to come, or okay, we will not wait. Now, my expectations is, I told you already, 2 days into 2 hours is not enough for me, but still I hope we will have fun and that we will be able to inspire teachers, because inspiration is something that we have all missed these days and years. And unfortunately, I think that if you hear from someone, okay, if I tell you, okay, let's be inspired, it is as bad as saying, okay, let's be spontaneous. You can never be spontaneous or inspired with let's. So what I will try to do is I will try to work with you so that you get in the mood of being inspired at least a bit, and also you will be able to see the mechanism behind the storytelling. Okay, so it's 30 minutes past 3. Zori has disappeared for some reason. I'll have a sip of water and so I'll start very shortly with myself. My name is Ina, and I realized today that I'm very boring. I'm very boring because I am trying to teach you, teachers, I'm trying to teach you something that you already know. As teachers, as experts, as people, we all know how to tell stories. So storytelling is very inherent to us all, and that's one of the reasons I'm boring. And the second reason I'm very boring is that I very often quote I'm sure my colleagues hate him already, Sir Ken Robinson. He's my inspiration and he's my guru. And Sir Ken Robinson once was telling about how we learned to speak, and it wasn't our parents who asked us, come here, my son, sit down. You can see that we produce some sounds with your mother. This is called speaking. These sounds form vowels, consonants, words, and so on. So I think we all believe, I mean, I myself, I believe very much in learning by doing. So we will start the storytelling, how to teach storytelling with doing the storytelling. And because it is 15 minutes past 3 now, let me ask you a question. Do you have any expectation, realistic, unrealistic? And you can write them in the chat so that I can see them. You can write them in Portuguese or in Bulgarian or in Italian, but I think if you need translation, your colleagues will translate for you.
As you told before, we are all teachers, and maybe at the end of your presentation, maybe we can share our experience, because, for example, I'm sure that Patricia in Portugal, she also have some experience on storytelling, and so maybe after your presentation, it will be interesting to listen to the others, and because the objective, I think, in this project is that we have you, but we want also to share our experience, to make it
Yes.
richer.
Yes, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That would have happened if we were in Italy or Greece or Bulgaria or Portugal or Romania right now. So yes, taking a note that we need to leave space, time for sharing experience. Thank you, Victor. Other expectations? To be bored, probably. No? Okay. So no more. Okay, you can write to me anytime you want. This is an expectation, Victor, that I would gladly meet. Then we maybe, because I was thinking, we have from Patricia, and we need translation.
It's easy. Quite
Okay,
easy.
I can translate, no problem. Just a minute,
I can also
because Jose was calling me. My expectations are a lot, because with different colleagues from different countries, I expect to learn new things that I can use in my classroom to promote creativity with my students.
Thank you. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. And obrigada, Patricia. Obrigada.
Thank you.
Obrigada, Patricia. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. That is, I hope we can all be inspired by each other, with each other. And now we will start with the presentation. I was expecting much more people, so my program will be really different now. And now I will write to you. 1 second. The format of your presentation. It's very simple, and the questions are: what is my name? And the other one is which was my we have Elsa's expectation. Storytellers.
No, it's a sort of summary of the previous expectations, which yeah, just coincide with mine. So
new teaching strategies. Thank you, Barbara. And now maybe we can take a look at the format of presentation for our group. So I hope it will be a very not too challenging or interesting. What is my name? And you can also add in, if you feel like it, what did my grandmother what name did my grandmother or grandfather or grandparents used when to call me when I was a kid? The second one is, which was my favorite fairy tale when I was a child? And the third one is a bit more complicated. Please look around the room that you are now, and find one object that you will choose to present yourself. Could be anything. It could be your cup, or your favorite pen, or I could choose my bracelet, and I will. How much time do you need? 5 minutes? Just to think about the object. I'm sure you can say your name and your favorite fairy tale when you were a child, but just 5 minutes.
Patrícia, precisas de ajuda?
No, may I begin?
So we have 3 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
Ah, o teu inglês está a ficar melhor, estás a ver? O Zé telefonou-me a dizer que está a chegar, que ele vinha da escola.
Well, if everybody is ready, can you raise your hand and we can start? People, we need to respect people's time, and we said 5 minutes, so we have 1, 2 more. And Valentina is also connecting, so hopefully she will also take part. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Zori is the most impatient person in the world, so we need to start.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it Patricia who wanted to start?
Yeah, she's ready.
My name is Patricia Baltazar. I'm from Portugal. My fairy tale is The Little Prince of Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. And the object in my room, I will show you.
Opa, muito giro.
Made for by a pupil, by a student.
Muito giro.
And is about a project I made with them.
Tell us more, please.
Ela quer que diga, contes mais.
About the project, about me.
So this is you in 3 ways.
It's me.
You in Cairo, you in Roman Empire,
Yes, because
and you in Portugal.
Yes, because I'm a history teacher.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting, very interesting.
And
made by a student.
Yeah, and made by your students.
Yes.
Wow, you must be very proud of them.
Yes, very proud. I have another one.
Okay, that's a knight.
It's the first king of Portugal.
Wow.
Made by my students.
Dom Afonso Henriques.
Yes, Dom Afonso Henriques. Another project.
Well done.
And we made some videos and the theater with them.
So you are extremely inspiring, Patricia. I have a question here in the chat and I'm going to answer it.
Ina, I'm sorry, but I'm already on that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so anyone else eager to share?
Okay, so I can go next if anyone doesn't want to say it. So my name is Anka, but my friends call me Anchi. And my favorite fairy tale when I was a child, I had many, but one that I can think of now is Snow White, because of the story that she was good to everyone, and in the end that helped her, even if the bad witch wanted to do her harm. And an object that was in this room, because I am in my kitchen and I couldn't think of anything that represents me very well. I have a few magnets from my fridge that represent my love to travel. So I have from Rome and Vienna. This is from my country, Mamaya, and this is from Bulgaria, actually.
Did you bring it, or did a friend bring it to you?
No, these are all from my trips. I bought them. Yes.
Which is your favorite country in the world?
I don't have one. All of them, if I could visit all of them, it would be a dream come true. Because they all are very different and they represent so many cultures that I have so many things to learn from.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Zori was raising her hand, and Vitor.
Okay, so my name is Vitor Costa. I'm from Portugal, as you already know. I'm teacher of Portuguese language. And you asked what is my favorite, what was my fairy tale. In a very soon, I thought about the three pigs, three porks. In Portuguese, we call os três porquinhos. It was funny and I like it. And the object that I always have with me, even when I travel outside the country, is this.
Oh, the symbol. Your symbol.
Because it's a cock, and it's all the Portuguese people as this to give us luck when we go somewhere. In every house of the Portuguese people, you will find this Portuguese cock, because it's something that in our tradition tells us that we can be lucky if we have it, or we cannot be lucky if we don't take it with us. So that's why I always have it.
Thank you very much. And does it work?
You compete with the French rooster.
Yeah, but our is much nicer, as you can see.
Yeah.
It has a heart on the middle, and this is the original color, because they can paint it in different ways, but this is the original colors. So even the football players in the European Championship that are playing now, most of them took this to give them luck.
Good.
Victor, Vasilis have 1, 2.
So you were in Portugal, Vasilis?
Sometimes, yes. And Vitor, mine is size number 7. I don't know about yours, but mine is size number 7.
It's too big for my luggage. Yeah. Mine is smaller.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Vitor. So we're looking forward to visiting you in Portugal so that we can buy our
original.
We'll wait for you.
Yes. Thank you. And we will write stories about the Portuguese cock.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Zori was very impatient.
So yeah, my name is Zori, obviously, a part of the Bulgarian team. Or at least one of my favorite stories is the story of the Swan brothers. I'm not sure about the title, but it's a famous story about the brothers, yeah, who turn into birds, into swans, and their sister is weaving those shirts out of nettle and hurting herself constantly. So it's quite a precious one, and I absolutely share the opinion about the Little Prince. And considering that I'm in a very boring place at the moment, the object is my watch. Yeah, and it's not a part of this room, obviously, it's a part of my life. And I dream of the days when, like African people, I will have time and not, you know, a watch on my hand, but a different thing. Probably I feel pressed by time at the moment. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Elsa, yes.
Yeah, so my name is Elsa. I'm part of the team from Romania. My favorite story was a story which my grandmother used to tell me. It was written by Grimm brothers, I think, and it was about a soldier who had a lighter, and whenever he struck it, a dog appeared to help him. And I love the story very much because it was about a dog which helped, and I was in love, and I am still in love with dogs. And my grandmother was a great storyteller, although she learned Romanian when she wasn't a child. But she was a great storyteller. Okay, the object I like, and I don't think that it represents me, but it's this. Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it is more than 100 years old. And it's the first gift that my grandfather gave to my grandmother when he proposed to her.
Oh.
But what is it? I can't tell.
It's a mill, it's a windmill.
Oh, it's like a little painting.
Yeah, it's a small painting, but it's so delicate. And it kind of represents me because I love landscapes and I love nature and I love walking and traveling.
I wish I would have something
but
so
it's small,
precious.
It's as small as my palm. And everything was made by him, even the frame.
Oh.
The wooden frame, yeah. So it has a sentimental value.
It's a treasure. It's not.
Yeah, it's a treasure. I treasure it. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Camelia.
Yeah.
Yes, hello. We go on with Romania. My name is Camelia and I'm from Romania. I teach French and English, and well, my favorite tale is, as Zorni said, the one with the swans and the sister. But well, that was when I was a child, but I have a story now that I use with my children, is the very hungry caterpillar. And normally I would have around that caterpillar, but an object, I found this next to me. Well, it's a cow, because I think it's a very honest animal. If you feed the cows, they give you milk. So unlike pigs that ask for food and yeah. Okay, that was Camelia from Romania.
That was
unfortunately, I will have to leave at 4 because I have classes. I'm very sorry, but as the meeting is recorded, I hope that I will get the recording after.
Yes, but please do also the things that are suggested for doing. If you can somehow sit down and write or
yes,
do something.
yes, of course I will.
Thank you.
Looking forward, and thank you for understanding.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for attending the meeting.
Yes. Nina was yes.
Yeah, my name is Nina and I'm from Bulgaria. I teach English at school. My favorite fairy tale is The Little Matchbox Sailor. In fact, I really love Andersen's fairy tales. Unfortunately, a lot of his fairy tales end not very happily. So what can I use to present myself? But I'm in the kitchen and there is not a lot of things here. In fact, there is this is from Cappadocia. This is on my desk. I like traveling and I really love Italy. I heard that here there are some people from Italy. People from Italy, I really love your country. And what also I can say, so now there is something here, a little pink purple flowers. Oh no, that's it. I'm mad with flowers. In fact, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nina. Vasilis, was that you waving again?
Yeah, it's me, but I don't know. Maybe it's better to give the word to Barbara because, okay.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Barbara. My name is Barbara. I'm from Italy. I teach English to children from 11 to 13 years old. It's a middle school. My favorite fairy tale is a Little Red Riding Hood because my grandmother used to tell it to me. And the object, I mean, I'm in my son's bedroom. So the only object which represent me is this magnet. I know because like someone else, I think Anka and others, I like traveling. So I like collecting them. When I go somewhere in Europe, abroad, but even in Italy, I like collecting them. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. We are a tribe of travelers, I think. Addicted to traveling.
So it's my turn, or is there any other one? Okay.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. I am Vasilis. I am part of the project. I am from Greece. My lovely fairy tale is, I don't know the word in English, but speaks about the short kid with chickpeas. Do you know? The short kid, the short boy with chickpeas, who was dropping the chickpeas in order to find the way.
Yes.
But I don't know the word. I'm sorry. And my lovely object, let's say, is a key, but only in order to unlock the doors and not to lock them. And in a metaphoric way, we need to find always keys to unlock the doors. Not only the real key, but any kind of key. So that's it for me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry for the late joining, but I think everybody is presenting itself.
Yes.
So I'm Jose, I'm from Portugal. The fairy tale that I remember is the one that Vasilis told about the kid that was putting some bread to
Is it Hansel
remember.
and Gretel?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Vasilis meant another story, but
No, I think it's the same. It's the
I think
same.
it's same. I think
It's the same.
And my favorite object is the one that is behind me. I like very much to travel in motorbike, so I am addicted to motorbikes and traveling like that. So, okay, so I collect things related with motorbikes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I forgot to tell that I'm a math teacher, and I teach secondary level, so kids about 15 to 17 years old.
Thank you.
Oh, nice, nice. Bicycles. And the electric one? No. Okay.
I mean, they are okay, they are real.
Yes, of course.
Dutch invention, a Dutch invention.
Thank you very much. Antonio?
Sure. Here we are. I am Antonio Giordano from Italy. About the fairy tale, I would mention the Jungle Book, because I used to go to the Scout and we used that kind of book as, you know, a story to learn something from. From being a listener of fairy tales, recently I've been starting inventing and creating my own fairy tales, and this reminds and immediately brings to the object I was asked to identify. I am, as Zori, in a boring place as I am in the office, but I was able to find a picture of my daughter, at least the biggest one. I didn't have the chance to print the picture of the second one, but anyway, she's now the receiver of the fairy tales that I create, in particular when she asked me during when she has a lot of time to in the bathroom. She asked me to invent a lot of stories, so she's the main receiver of my inventions and my creations about fairy tales.
Thank you very much. As usual, your daughters and your family are such a sweet thing to listen to.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Please prepare yourself to cry, because my story is a kind of emotional one, and that is the reality. There are some episodes which completely change your way of thinking your life. So this is what happened recently in my life. But anyway, me too, I like traveling a lot. So, and the best thing is planning travels with them too. So in order to let them know different places I want to discover with them.
Thank you, Antonio. And we have Alessandra and we have Valentina.
I am Alessandra from Italy. I teach math, and so I don't speak English very well.
Your English is perfect.
My favorite tales is Peter Pan and fantasy story. Okay, and my object is a box. A box.
Yes.
In general, because I collect the object. And so I need the box. Okay.
What kind of objects do you collect?
Everything. A picture of my doctor and conchiglie, non so come si dice.
Shells.
And pencil. I collect everything.
I love teachers of math and informatics, because the subject that they teach, you could think that they're very boring, but they're so creative. I love math teachers.
Thanks.
And math has a lot in common with literature, but they use different codes.
Yes.
Yes.
And I hope we can find the codes, the mathematical codes.
Saint-Jacques. That's Saint-Jacques.
Do you have this shell?
Yes, yes, I do. It's somewhere. Okay.
So our Italian colleague, when she comes to Portugal.
We just learned that Elsa has all the objects we all have in our office.
Yeah.
A kind of obsession with objects.
No, that's
have another
not an
collector.
obsession. These are memories.
Yeah, but
The
mine is
expression, the
different.
concrete, you're right, the concrete, objective representation of my memories. I can tell you a story about this. It's a
If we
Saint-Jacques.
ever need something, we can sure find it at Elsa to borrow.
No, I don't have everything. I have only my memories. And my memories don't cover everything. They cover certain things.
Thank you. And we have Valentina. I think she will present in Bulgarian, and Zori will help her or yes.
Чувате ли ме?
Да.
Съжалявам, че ще говоря на български. Надявам се вие да преведете.
Разбира се.
Съвсем отскоро съм учителка, т.е. съвсем начинаеща съм в професията, но това не ми пречи да проявявам интерес. Даже напротив.
So I'm a teacher since recently only, but this doesn't mean that I'm not very much interested in what is happening.
И точно по тази причина съм тук на срещата.
Which is why I'm here at this meeting.
Какво бих казала за любима приказка? Може би ще се дублирам. Мисля, че Зорница говореше за грозните патенци.
Okay, Valentina thinks that her fairy tale matches my fairy tale, and that's the ugly duckling, which is not the fairy tale I was talking about, so they are different. Да?
И любим предмет.
My favorite object.
Просто стои винаги. Виждате ли го?
Can you see that?
Стои на перваза на прозореца ми.
It sits on my windowsill constantly, all the time.
Обичам природата, обичам туризма, обичам да пътувам.
I love nature. I love nature, tourism, I love traveling, and I adore the sun.
Това е.
Thank you very much. You should today. I think you can learn at least, because you know everything about storytelling, but you can learn at least how to say thank you in Bulgarian. Благодаря. Благодаря, Valentina. And probably I'm the last one. Is there anyone else? Mariana, did we have Mariana? Mariana. No, she didn't say anything. Maybe later. Okay, I will start. My name is Ina. And my favorite fairy tale is The Little Mermaid. And I have never thought of painting my hair blue, but could be a good idea. A friend of mine does it because her favorite fairy tale is about the Little Mermaid. And the object, I have so many objects here because when we work with Zori, we work with children with another project, and I have soft toys all around me, but still that's the one which I choose now. Her name is Empathia, a Greek name, Vasilis, and she's a turtle, and she's I think she's something that we all need in this world: empathy and understanding. And because I am trying to be very empathic with you, empathetic, sympathetic, empathetic, empathic, I think that it's time for some more water, for some stretching, a cigarette for those who smoke, and a bathroom if you need. So could we meet in 10 minutes? Okay.
Okay.
If you have questions. No? Okay, so see you in 10 minutes.
Your patience, friend. Turn over.
Hello again. Hyena, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. Hello.
Hello. May I say something else that I forgot?
Yes, certainly.
Another object that presents myself.
Yes.
A racket. I play tennis. And my favorite tennis player, is Stefanos Tsitsipas. Vasilis. It's this.
Thank you very much. Obrigado.
De nada, Vasilis.
I love also, I don't play very well tennis, just in case with my friends, but I love to watch Stefanos Tsitsipas when he's playing. He's very good example for the young people in the country.
Yes, and the father.
Yeah, because he started from a very small village, very rural village in the central Greece, and then his father tried a lot and
a lot of work to help him.
Lot of work. And
yes,
maybe you don't know that 5 minutes before the final in Roland Garros,
yes,
he lost her grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if it is affected him, but okay, it was something bad, something negative for him.
Yes, but he play very well.
But to be honest, Djokovic was better.
I don't like Djokovic.
I like him. Because he's very insistent person.
Ah, yes, in that way, I agree.
And he never give up.
Yes, yes, but it's better Stefanos.
Also, Stefanos is more beautiful, more handsome.
Character.
Yeah, okay.
I must tell you that at 2:15 I was late, and now I'll be leaving earlier because I have Department of Math reunion at school. So
I'll be here. I'll be here. I will tell you what is going to happen.
Okay, but I can leave. I leave you in text a short tale about Pythagoras. I don't know if you know it, but it will be a short tale, only not for kids, but I will leave you there. Okay.
Thank you very much. Now I think we shall start probably, even though not everybody is here, but they can watch probably later the video. And one of the reasons, just like Patricia, I didn't share with you another object which I like very much, and she's right now she's sitting on my desk because together we write some stories. Her name is Yukiko, She plays some musical instrument, and she is a Japanese storyteller. And I love Japan not only because of Elsa's. She's not here right now, but probably she will. Yes, she will show you her cap, and it's a Japanese one. Mine is also Japanese, and of course I'm also wearing my favorite kimono because I like Japan very much. There are so many reasons. One of the reasons is that the legend goes, probably it's just the legend, but that the Emperor of Japan, do you know his name, by the way? No, do you know that there is an emperor in Japan? So the emperor
Hirohito.
Yes. Okay.
I think.
We will see. So he bows only to teachers, and there is another legend. I haven't checked it, but it's almost everywhere that Japanese, 100% of Japanese children attend school. So there are at least two reasons to love this beautiful country, and it's also the music, the beauty, and the aesthetics of Japan. And one of the other reasons is that Japan is has a very beautiful tradition of storytelling called kamishibai. Have you ever heard about it? Patricia says yes. I think we're soul sisters with you, dear Patricia.
I love Japan too, the culture.
You love
the wife of the emperor is Masako.
Yes. Yes.
Her name is Masako.
Yes.
I love Japan.
Yes. Have you ever heard anything about kamishibai if you love Japan?
Something.
Kamishibai, Zori, if I can share my screen. Maybe I am able, I don't know. Okay. 1 second.
O Hirohito não era o Hirohito. O Hirohito é o pai.
Yes, it's with an H. Yes, 1 second. So this is kamishibai, and I don't know whether you see anything or not, but
No,
you will probably
not yet.
In a second. It's coming. Yes. So this is kamishibai. Kamishibai is like a wooden box. Like
it's not visible.
Can you see?
It's not visible yet.
Yes.
What I will do is I will share it with you, because most probably my link will be lost soon. And
Shall
if it happens,
share?
just
you have to open the link and then share. You have to open the link on the internet and then share your screen. Otherwise, it won't work.
Yes. So it's.
Is it this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Great.
So this is kamishibai. This is a wooden box, and in this wooden box they put pictures and they start telling stories, and you change the pictures, and this is how you tell a story. It's like a PowerPoint presentation, but also but much more interesting. And one of my favorite videos about storytelling, it says that it teaches the principles of storytelling with the help of kamishibai. And the kamishibai, I think, Zori, you can stop sharing because it's not a very informative picture. It's just yes, thank you. And what they say in that this tradition of storytelling, kamishibai storytelling, is the most important thing in a story is about, you should tell stories about people, because we all tell different stories every day. We know myths, gossips. We have now a story about Pythagoras that we will read later. So we love sharing stories on a very everyday basis, and but most stories, the good stories, are about people, or sometimes they are animals which are like people. So Zori, maybe you can share one of my favorite characters.
The emperor actually is Hirohito.
Yes.
Not is Hirohito. Naruhito. Naruhito. Hirohito is the father.
Okay.
Second war.
Yes. So
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. We will. I have it written somewhere. I will send it to you in a second. So the main principles of the story: we tell stories on an everyday basis. The stories are really interesting when they are about people or animals who are like people, or like I don't know. Kermit is one of my favorite characters, and people find people interesting. So when we write stories, we need to write about people. Stories should be also simple, and they usually follow a very all the stories from Cinderella to the Bible. They follow, or at least that was Kurt Vonnegut's idea about the story. He made a very thorough research that all the stories they follow a simple structure, and it is usually something. The story starts with something good or bad, doesn't matter. At some point, some ill fortune comes, so the character is lost or meets some obstacle or something, and at the end he again goes back to the state even better than the initial one. That the Kurt Vonnegut's example: boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy wins girl back. That's it. And this is the structure of stories, of most the stories. You know, you have all heard about Joseph Campbell. He wrote about the hero's journey, and this is the most popular stories in our civilization are built on this principle. Thank you, Zori, for sharing. Maybe we can go back to seeing each other. Yes, and the idea when we tell a story is not to tell what exactly happened and follow the story minute by minute or day by day, because people are it does become boring, and it's better to give some basic moments of the story, and then our mind combines all the missing parts, and it is more challenging for the minds of the listeners, and we don't need to explain what happened in details. We just to we don't write list of facts. We figure out what is the story, and we need to find ways to engage our audience. That's very basic theory about storytelling. Raise your hands if you haven't heard anything about it. I'm absolutely sure you know it. Okay, so people are interested in people. They remember stories, not facts, not dissociated facts. And the best storytellers, like whose grandmother was it? Elsa's grandmother, probably. She said that her grandmother was a great storyteller. And what I just didn't ask you, what was the language that she was telling the stories?
Romanian, but she was German, and she learned Romanian when she was quite a teenager.
Okay.
You know what they say, that you can't be you know, bilingual, a perfect bilingual at all, but she was. Her Romanian was very, very good, and she was a good storyteller.
Okay, so one of the secrets, probably one of her secrets, was that she gave, or perfect storytellers, they just give different parts, and the listeners, the audience, they construct the whole story from the different parts. Do you agree with this?
I don't know. She was more like an actor, an actress.
That's a way of presenting.
And, yeah, and I remember her voice and her eyes, and she used to change the voice. And she also invited us to contribute. So, I mean, she had lots of techniques.
Okay. And one of the principles of Japanese storytellers, the one with Kamishibai, was that they were giving candies to children who were listening to their stories, and they also used images to support the story, and some artistic. They had probably artistic talent. I think about the artistic talent we will have Vasilis helping us at some point, and Elsa will help us with the images when we speak about stories. But in general, when we tell a story to children or colleagues, or I don't know, whenever we tell stories, we need to find a way of engaging our audience. And what are the techniques that we use? Or just tricks, not techniques. Techniques is a very technical word. We have
with colleagues, humor.
Laughter, yes. Laughter, humor, yes. Or new information, probably. That's also something like we were left here with the story of Pythagoras, and that's probably some new information that we're going to learn now. New perspective, probably. And in general, if we put ourselves in the shoes of the people whose story we're listening, it is easier to make sure that the audience would be listening. Not that I'm doing it right now because we're online and it's not a very interesting way of presenting anything, but we'll soon get to the real work, and probably that will be more fun. So there are some other principles of storytelling. I mean, I have a number of articles, books, and theories, and I attended a number of workshops on this, and still I think that practice is the best. But one of the principles that I like very much is focusing on a single event, involving somehow or hooking somehow the audience with some interesting fact. And if we speak about the structure of a story, we need to focus on the words when, where, who, why, and what. We need to have a structure well in advance, and we need to have the basic facts that we will write about. What does it have to do with us, and what does it have to do with golden ratio teaching? I selected Japan because there is yesterday we spoke with Patricia, and she said, I love Japan, and I said, okay, we're making a story about Japan. Now, may I ask you, we made wonderful stories about our objects, but may I ask you now to write a story. You will have about 5 minutes. You will not share this story. You don't need to follow any structure, but one of the topics, you can choose between 5 topics. One is Japanese child going to school. The second story is about the Emperor of Japan. And the third story is, maybe she will be your main character, Yukiko. And Yukiko, she is a storyteller. She just tells a story with the help of Kamishibai, or sometimes she sings. So you have 5 minutes to write. You will not share this story. Just try and write. No structure. No, don't concentrate too much. Just write anything you think and choose just a topic. Japanese child on his way to school, the Emperor of Japan, or Yukiko, my friend, the storyteller. Now it's 23 minutes past 4, so you have 5 minutes, and we will meet back again at 4:20. I'm a very good mathematician.
9.
Thank you. 29 minutes past 4. And we have 2 more minutes. And that's it. I mean, I know that there is not enough time for writing a proper story, but this was just to warm up your hands and your minds, and to put you in the mood of writing. Which subjects did you choose? Which topic, Barbara?
I choose Yukiko.
Thank you.
Yes, I like her, really. She's so beautiful.
Arigato. Okay, thank you. Who else chose her? Elsa, I think, Vasilis, Alessandra, Patricia. Ah, she's a star, Antonio. Yukiko is, I think, a star. I'll send you a picture of her, don't worry. If you can send her your stories, she will really appreciate it. And now the next challenge, and I think I will send it to you in a file so that it will be easier for you to read. I have selected 10 facts about Japan. Second. And I hope you know some of them, and I hope you don't know some of them, so that will be really interesting for you. Same story. Patricia wrote about the emperor. I don't think you're receiving anything. Zori, please, could you send us the Japan facts?
Hey, shall I open them and share them? Or shall I send them in the chat?
Yes, you can open them.
Okay, I'm sorry for the disappearance. Unexpected errors
Don't worry.
occur. Okay.
It happens.
Here we go. Yeah.
So these are the 10 facts about Japan that I selected for you. And I know this is not going to happen right now, but this is just how to, again, an exercise that you can finish later. I suggest you write in your own language, because that's, I mean, you anyway think and you create in your own language. If you're an English teacher and you're used to writing stories in English, feel free to write in English, but otherwise, please write in your own language. So we have the population of Japan, that's the number. we have the fact that the government, Japan is a constitutional monarchy, and the Japanese islands in total are 6,800. Japan is the oldest monarchy in the world, and the emperor Naruhito lives in Tokyo, and that you can observe the northern lights in Japan. That was new information to me, and I was very surprised. And the old name, the Japanese name of Japan is not Japan, but Nihon or Nippon. And I probably because I liked Lisbon very much, and Portugal, I looked up the number, the distance between Lisbon and Tokyo. I'm sure Patricia knows it, because if you like Japan, you should know it. And there is this distance between 3,000 kilometers from north to south. And Romania and Japan are in different time zones, and Yash is 6 hours. There's a 6 hours difference between Tokyo and Yash. I checked it. That's
and
my sources
Sofia
are
the same. And Sofia the
yes,
same,
but
and Athens the same.
Yes, yes, but I was thinking about Romania this time. And my suggestion is, I think Zori will be able to send this in a Word file. You can open it, and you can have, I know that in 5 minutes you cannot write a story about it, but in 5 minutes you can at least think about a story. Using these principles that I will send them later to you, maybe later, if you have time, especially the teachers who are going to work with the storytelling, can think of a story. So choose your character, choose the, could be Yukiko. I can borrow her anytime you want. And try to connect these facts, but at least if it is about the numbers, you can connect them in a different context. Just let this number be present in your story. So don't do it, don't make it sound too deliberate, just on purpose. I want to use it on purpose. Don't include the facts, but just use your imagination, and I don't know, you can say that your grandmother had a necklace with 6,800 pearls, for instance, or Yukiko had, or when Yukiko was traveling from, when Yukiko was trying to call her friend Patricia in Portugal, she always had to look at her watch and take into consideration that there's, but between Portugal and Japan, there's a 7 hours difference. So when Yukiko was trying to call her friend Elsa or her friend Anka, I don't know. So try and think of a story using these facts. I haven't written one myself, and I will not write it now, but I will write it later, and then probably after we finish in 1 week, we can collect all the stories, translate it into English if you have written them in your own language, and just to see what kind of pool of stories we can have, and then later, Zori, if you can share the one with the test and the answers. I think it's called test with answers.
So I'm sharing test with answers directly.
Yes.
Okay. This.
We'll send the story too. Our story too.
From me via email, for example. I was the one sending out the link in Zoom, so I can be the contact person for collecting the stories.
Yes.
Okay.
And my suggestion is what I usually do, and the way I teach with the help of storytelling, is if I have 10 facts, I make a list of these 10 facts, then I prepare sort of a quiz with these questions. And I first ask the group to answer these questions. They don't know the answers. This is the sheet for me, just to make sure that I also remember the answers. So first, my group would fill in this.
This quiz, obviously, but in a prose. And maybe I can continue and just mention how it was happening when I was observing her work and use this this approach. So the quiz was given in advance to students or trainees or learners who had no access to this specific information before. And the idea of giving the quiz was to already tune the brain to start thinking in the direction of this information which is going to be presented. Then what Ina was doing was presenting a story that included in it all the facts that she was asking in the test about. But as she said, she included the facts in a very smooth way so that no fact would stick out as something artificial, you know, something that is not a part of a smooth running story. And then what ideally happens is that the participants in the event, they are also given the possibility to speak, to process parts of information. Either they stand up and each is given a piece of the story and they have to read it again, one after the other. For example, on the in the background, having some nice music that matches the story. This is the best case scenario. And only after this, so they have once listened to the story, they have once processed it through their own speech, through their own expression. And then at the end, when the test comes at the exit, all the details, they can be perfectly matched and all the answers, almost all the answers come to you very quickly and very easily. And this has proven to work very nicely with all the groups, that we have tested it on. The story about Japan was the first story that Ina tested on me and my colleagues, and up to this day, we remember the facts that were given through the form of this story about Japan. So it was quite precious. And this is one demonstration of how a story can be used in basically any kind of setting and with all types of subject.
Format, yes.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How much time until when we can do this?
This is the thing that for this purpose we need Ina, but she mentioned a week. She mentioned a week from now.
Mention a week, yes, and we have to send you a mail.
But can it be until the end of the month?
Sure, it can. I think it can. Yeah.
And another question, because I'm not feeling comfortable with this Japan thing, but maybe I could write about storytelling about Lisbon. In my case,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I think
Can it
that
be?
we need to feel comfortable with what we're writing about.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if Ina will agree with me when she reappears. I can stop sharing this for the moment before she comes. But what is a good way to test this practice is, for example, take a section of your material that you want to present to students at the beginning of next year and try it out. For example, with a couple of consecutive lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And then this can be provided back to us, and we can discuss together with you what, if anything, can be done further, or if you can add some further elements to your work so that it gets even more practical. Trying things out with, for example, the story and the facts about Japan. This is something to practice with. Okay, if you have the time, if you have the energy, you can practice with this, or you can practice with Lisbon, as Vitor said, or for example, I went to a fire dancing ritual in Bulgaria, which I can describe in a story. So something that inspires you.
Mm-hmm. And the more shocking is, the more retainable will be. Because, you know, personally, I practice this method. I studied math and physics intensively. And as a consequence, I became a teacher of English. See? And I had to retain a lot of things. And I use this strategy. But, I really like strange things. And sometimes I imagine everything as a journey from my house to school. And on the way to school, I met different people, saw different objects, where I included the new knowledge. And I have noticed that, I still remember, certain things from that period of time when I use this storytelling method. So it's, you'll have imprinted everything you learn this way in your memory. So it's quite strange. It sticks. So it's. Yeah, but personally, I like strange things, out of the ordinary. Although you said that everything should run smoothly. So it depends on the personality of the storyteller.
For sure.
Just think of, Atkinson.
Even strange stories, the story is a story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you don't feel any fakeness in it.
Yeah, no.
Even if it's strange, even if it's fictitious, it doesn't matter.
Just think of fantasy.
Yeah, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, hi, I'm sorry, my internet is challenging. Maybe I will send you my notes and my ideas, what kind of story we can write. And now we can have the 15 minutes with sharing the Vitor's expectation. 15 minutes to share some experience. And Zori?
Yeah, just to brief you a little bit about what we were discussing while you were gone. So I share the experience of introducing the test, of presenting the information, first the tutor, the facilitator, then trying to involve the participants so that the information also passes through them, through their speech, and then the exit where you find yourself already having all the information retained here. Then we were discussing, for example, that Vitor doesn't feel fine to write about Japan, so he would like to write a story about something else, which I think is, we need to feel comfortable with what we're writing about. And then I just mentioned that if you want to try it, you can try it, but you can also focus on some lessons from your classes, and you can also try to write a small story about information that can be worked with children in the next school year.
Yeah, I think
that's an excellent idea, Victor. You can have the same. If you prepare, I don't know, 10 facts, make the test initial, and you can write about Mars.
No, about Lisbon.
Of course. Just give me the facts and I will write a story about Lisbon. So, but yeah, you can try with this. You just try with this.
Well, can't hear a thing.
We can't hear you. She's having a hard time with the internet. But yeah, it's a good idea that she sends out to everybody all her notes. Yeah? Okay, you're back. Go on.
Question.
Yeah.
About if I write about Japan, I don't need to do the questions. It's only the text.
You write the text, any text on any subject. You can write even about Lisbon.
No,
but
Japan.
To include the 10 facts that I will send you.
It's only the text.
Anything.
Japan.
It could be anything. Just try and include the facts, and we will see what happens.
Yes. I understand.
Yes. Okay.
I think that who already have selected to implement the storytelling, he or she can start from now on to prepare exactly the example or what he will implement in the classroom. He can start to prepare it. It's a good you can start it from now.
I believe very much in the step-by-step approach. Let's see what we will have as a group. Let's have one product as a group, whatever it is, a story about the Japanese facts and Lisbon, or it could be horses on Mars, anything. But just have one story created as a group to start from, and then we will start discussing which subject and in what way we can, as you said, implement one whole unit from the curriculum, part of a curriculum, or a group of lessons.
Okay.
And storytelling and sharing. We have only a few minutes for this, please.
Sorry, Ina, I didn't hear you.
Vitor said that they can share with their experience in storytelling in classrooms, and I would love to hear this. We did this, it worked. Why don't we do it?
I will do it, but not now, just in the next meeting.
Okay. Okay, so we didn't hear anything from Barbara. No.
No, not now, because I didn't use storytelling in my classes. So I can, not now, probably in the future, I can share with you my experiences, but not now, but because I didn't use it in my classes. Okay.
But do you feel, because this is our first meeting, do you feel that you could and that it will be useful
Yes, I think it can be really useful, as you said before, especially to memorize facts and things. I think it's a very good way and it's motivating for the students. So it can work, I think.
I would like to share my experience, not with students, but with the train travelers. It was a youth exchange we had in a very isolated village in the borders between Greece and Bulgaria. And it was about storytelling, and the concept was the participants had to create a story and then to get suddenly into the train. We got in the train in the train station of the village, and no one knew nothing from the travelers, and we got into a wagon. The participants got into a wagon, and they started to tell a story, that the story that they had created. It was a unique story, not a fairy tale, nothing known. And what was the most lovable in this wagon, it was the distance was 50 kilometers, and we had to tell the story. Okay, they could not create a story for so long, but after they finished, the people, not only the children, but the people, the travelers, the adults, started to ask about the continue of the story, what happened later, and can I say what happened later? It was, this for me, it was very, very clear that if you can manage to get the people into the story, I mean, into the role, to feel like a part of the story, then they don't want to stop. They want to continue the story.
Yes, engage is the word, which I like very much.
It was incredible.
Stories do. Yes, yes. Thank you. And I think children, they're natural storytellers. We have experience with Zori every week. You just give them, but they also need, I was thinking about the correct formula. You need to make some preparation, and you need to inspire them and build confidence, trust, and give them some basics, and then they can create the miracles, the children.
I can tell just a small experience that maybe is not exactly what you want, but my students were preparing something for the school newspaper, and outside in the school there is a lot of trees, and one of the groups just was during a week near one big tree in the school, and they were just, I told them, okay, you are going to tell a story just as being that tree, what that tree can see the pupils doing in the school. And it was incredible, the story that the students created, just talking like a tree, observing a live tree, observing what was happening in the school, what the students were doing, the behavior, the communication among them. And then they published a text in the school newspaper about the tree, like a storyteller, but it was not the group of students, it was just a tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also use storytelling when teaching English, especially with idioms and phrases. And I started with bless you. By the way, do you know the story of bless you? It's not so nice, but no, okay. So it dates back to those times of the plague, the pandemic. And the last stage in a terminal case was when the patient started sneezing and couldn't stop from sneezing. And then they told him, you know, God bless you. And in time, the phrase is reduced to bless you. And, you know, starting from this short story, whenever, you know, I had to teach them or we came across a certain idiom, I had to dig for its story and tell and share it with my students, and they love it very much. And they also retain the idiom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I do it with, I give them, yes, idioms or phrasal verbs. They're not very easy to teach in English. But yes, if you give them the challenge to write a story about, I don't know, a rabbit or Jessica Rabbit, doesn't matter. And but write about anything you like, but include these phrases, and then they create incredible stories.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same with my colleague who teaches mathematics. She teaches with the help of stories, and they are incredible stories. She creates stories to help her students remember mathematics. And
and I think that most of us remember, you know, those classes when we were kids and our teacher told us about ancient Greece and the stories. Yeah, I had a Greek teacher, by the way, and he was,
yeah,
I told you, his Romanian was not okay, but he was a fascinating storyteller.
I think Antonio has sent us a story, Yukiko and the Nippon Biscuits, and I was so curious to see what he has written, but I cannot open. I mean, I try to download it, but probably
download it and then you can do it.
Yeah, I did it, but I
okay.
cannot open it. Still,
okay.
Some I don't know why.
It's very nice. He's got a lot of practice, you know, from his daughters.
Shall I share it? Shall I share it?
Yeah. So it's in the, you can download
Sorry,
it.
I was in another meeting, so I missed the last part.
We were appreciating your
yeah, I was using just this kind of similarity between Nippon and a type of cookies which exists in reality in Italy, the name of a specific type of cookie, and then I just created this story, just trying to put as many of the facts, as many as possible of the facts which were mentioned by Ina in her documents.
For falling asleep, you can use it with your daughter tonight.
I will.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's
so fast. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. And you have it, so if your daughter asks you to tell it again, you will have the source, you will have the story. Because I also had to do the same thing in the past, but I was never able to tell the same story. So I couldn't remember my stories.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Your daughters are really lucky with a father like you. They will become wonderful people. Okay. Thank you very much. And I think
well done. Great.
2 hours are never enough. I mean, I need to see you for 2 days, but I think this was a good start, and thank you for your inspiration and warmth because I had never met Patricia, Barbara, Alessandra, and Nina before. We have never worked in a group, but now I am. I feel like we connected. Thank you, Zoom.
Sorry,
And
Tina.
thank you, David.
Can I have a question before we say goodbye or say see you again? No, goodbye. When is the next meeting? Are we going to book it now or?
It usually takes about 30 minutes to book one meeting. So I don't know. I am available whenever you can. I will also try to not participate, but be present in Vitor San Antonio's meeting and the other colleagues. So you tell us.
As you know, on June 23rd, I will leave for another project, so I cannot be with you because
the
internet connection there is not good. And even I asked, they said that they cannot confirm that I will have internet connection. Is it possible to do it next Tuesday, the same time? One day before I go, wait a moment, 22nd of June, is it okay, guys?
I think then there is another meeting.
No, I think
we
the
have
other
on 21st Monday.
21st
We have.
is the.
I am perfectly okay.
If it's okay for Elsa, so
yeah, it's okay for me.
But to be sure, will we also present the famous paintings and the historical figures then? Because
okay, personalities and also placed in Japan.
Because until 22 we have every day we have a meeting because we have proposed so many tools. We have to participate in all the meetings.
Okay, so we're meeting in a week. That's very good news.
Okay, and it will be the role play presentation or both role play and.
Yeah, because you know ours are more like techniques to use.
Yeah, I think ours will last 30-40 minutes at the most, and then.
For me, the maximum is 45 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
All together, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
Yes, good.
And if we have any stories by then, except for the beautiful story of Antonio, we can use them as examples for your.
Yep. True.
Okay, so it will be my task to make the booking in Zoom. And I will send it again to all the participants together with the recording from this meeting.
Okay. Yes. Is it okay to be at the same hour as today?
Yeah. For me, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
We keep it.
Okay.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you.
So it's 22nd, the 22nd. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
See you guys. And it was a pleasure to be all together with Yukiko and the Japan. Japan
also Japan.
Big in Japan.
I'll change the characters anyway. There will be other characters.
Patricia, thank you, Barbara.
Top secret.
Sandra,
I won't tell you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lovely night. Bye.
I love you too.
Bye.
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 Bye.